Hannah saying you're recording?
We're here, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. So this is our 4th episode of Dixie Fields Diaries, and it's a special episode this week. As you may have seen on Facebook earlier, we're working with the lovely Hannah Paris to learn a bit more about how you write a song. Obviously, Hannah's been doing a lot of songwriting during the lockdown, and we thought it'd be interesting to have a little bit of a chat and see how you actually construct a song. We did a bit of a Facebook post earlier about people sending in their favourite phrases and what have you, and Hannah's actually worked with one of those phrases to create a song for us. So we're looking forward to heaaring that in due course. But hello, Hannah, how are you?
Hi, yes, I'm good. I'm good, live from the living room, as you can see.
Yeah, there we go. So yeah, we just wanted to know a little bit about the actual technicalities of writing a song. You know, how do you construct a song? If you get up in the morning and think, right, got a really good idea, how do you go about making that idea into a song?
I mean, for me, it's different every time, but I would definitely, obviously, grab a book. I've got so many different books all flying around different places. First of all, whatever your phrase is or a topic that you want to focus on, I would just kind of do a spider diagram to start with, and just fan out all the different types of just topics as well that go alongside it, and also phrases. And just kind of start off seeing if there isn't a bit of a pattern or a story that you can build around that. My next thing, it would be just to pick up the guitar or your instrument. I mean, before I could play an instrument, I used to just write lyrics and melodies just straight away, but they was a little bit more like a poem form because I just couldn't play an instrument, and I would just sing them a cappella. But I've obviously got the guitar now and I can play that. I only still use basic chords, very basic chords, like probably no more than 3 or 4 in a song. So yeah, I would just first of all find a key that works for me and that kind of feels the vibe of the song as well. So I find a lot of kind of more sad, deeper songs, I would perform them on more of like a minor key. You just get a totally different just feel from that. And then if I'm singing something a bit more upbeat, yeah, I would almost go almost higher up the fretboard as well, so it's just a bit brighter.
So how do you think of the tune, the melody? Is that something, you know, do you start with a little snippet in your head, or do you just kind of keep saying the words and see what rhythm comes out? Or
yeah, I mean, it's different each time. I wouldn't be able to just literally give you like a solid, like this is my go-to, but generally as soon as I sort of have words and I have a strumming pattern, that's another main thing for me. I start working on a different type of strumming pattern on the guitar, and then words for me will just kind of, they won't always mirror the pattern and the sort of melody, but they will. It's just weird, it's just something, it just comes to me, like it's just in the head. And I've got a lot of voice memos on my phone, and this is sometimes before you've even got words, it will just be like the way the melodies get sung, and some of them are hilarious when you listen back and you think you've got an amazing idea and then you play it back and you think, oh my god. Or it's actually a song that's already been released. That's happened before as well. I think, wow, I've absolutely created this huge, this will be a massive hit. And then it's already been done. So there's lots of trial and error, and like this book's full of them. Like there's a song that I've been working on for a while and I'm still not set on it at all. And I've got about 7-8 pages here of different variations of the same song. But yeah, some songs come quick, like I've written songs before in 15 minutes, and then other songs I'm still kind of, I'll then reach out to somebody else if I feel like I've got stuck, so then I'll try and get someone else's inspiration, try and pick their brains. But yeah, usually I do songwrite on my own. I do get quite just a bit protective, I suppose, of my work sometimes. So, but then equally, I've written a few songs as a co-write, and it's one of those things you think, would I have been able to produce this on my own? Probably not. So
It must be quite daunting when, you know, you've put your heart and soul into a song and then, you know, you think it's great, but that first time that you're then playing it in front of anyone else and getting their feedback, that must be quite a bit daunting, to say the least.
Yeah. I watched, it's funny, I watched the Beatles movie when that was in the cinema a few months ago. It was where, I don't know if you saw it, it was the Beatles vanished overnight, and the guy then had all the songs. He was the only one that remembered the Beatles. And I remember he started playing one of their most iconic songs, and he was expecting everyone to go wild. I think it was his mum and dad, and they were just kind of chatting over him, not really thinking it was anything special. But it's happened to me before, and you're just kind of thinking, oh, in my head I can really imagine it. Yeah. It's like with all the rest of the band behind it. So it just takes time. Like, songs evolve. Every time you play it, I might play. I'll have a recording of me day one doing it, and then I'll pick it up tomorrow, the next day. And just a subtle change, if it's in the tempo or the way I deliver a lyric, it can just change so quick.
You can work quite quickly, can't you? Because obviously earlier this week on our social media, we were asking our followers to give us their favourite phrases and what have you. And actually we chose one from Nicola Douglas, which is "Hope is the last thing to get lost," which we sent to you and asked you to sort of build a song around that, which you've done. And obviously I only sent that to you on, was it Wednesday? Last night. And you've done it already, which is amazing. So you're obviously quite good, and you can work quite quickly. So I'm in total awe. I wouldn't have a clue how to start. So I think you're all amazing. But I'm hoping that you're going to be able to play the song for us now. It's called Frontline Fighter, which is obviously very appropriate for these times. And I listened to it earlier and I think it's brilliant. So here is Hannah playing our very own sort of Dixie Fields inspired song called Frontline Fighter.
Here we go. So as I say, I've just finished this, so I've got my words here just in case, you know. But obviously we got the phrase for "hope is the last thing you lose," and I just kind of this is one of the things as well. I wrote about 3 or 4 different versions of this song, and then it kind of evolved to the point where I thought, at the moment we're hanging all our hope on the NHS and on our frontline fighters, and it just spiraled into this song. But hope you like it. Watching the world roll by from my window, hoping I can skip fast forward to June. Heroes on the front line, working day and night. Someday soon we will reunite. No more parties on Zoom. Frontline fighters, thank you. Hope's not lost, hope's not lost, we got you. Frontline fighters, we clap for you. United we stand for you. We stand for you. Missing my family rose for the 4th time. Mother's Day spent over 2 meters away. We're safe on the inside, losing track of time, looking out for rainbows and windows each day. Frontline fighters, thank you. Hope's not lost, hope's not lost, we got you. Frontline fighters, thank you. United we There's a reason why we only see stars when it's late in the night. They are the hope in the dark, shining, oh, so bright. Frontline fighters, thank you. Hope's not lost, hope's not lost, we got you. Frontline fighters, we clap for you. United, we stand for you. We stand for you. We stand for you.
Woo! We think that's brilliant, Hannah. Thank you very much for that. So yeah, that's Frontline Fighter, which is evolved from the phrases that all of our lovely Dixie Fields followers sent to us earlier in the week. So thank you so much, Hannah. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and I hope you stay safe, and we will speak to you soon.
Yeah. See you soon, guys.